Mr. Vaiko.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Please order, please.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, has moved a motion calling upon this House to express its confidence in the Council of Ministers headed by him. Sir, with all sincerity, I am here to support the motion. Sir, some of my friends have been telling about the mandate. Sir, the mandate was given by the people of India in their own wisdom, not an absolute majority to any political party. Bharatiya Janata Party became the largest party, single largest party. Sir, in the year 1996, the mandate was given. At the time also Congress was defeated. 96. Yes, you are the real culprits. That's why I am pointing you. Again, in the year 1998, again the people have rejected Congress outright. Congress has been voted out. Sir, the mandate we sought from the people and the plank of stability under the leadership of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. That was the mandate given by the people. And this side only focus the leader. It is the leader to lead the country. But in the other camps, they were in total confusion. They could not project a leader from their ranks. Therefore, sir, now it is an attempt by the Congress party. It has been their modus operandi for all these years in this country to destabilize this government. It is an attempt to destabilize the mandate given by the people. It is an attempt to destabilize democracy. When Mr. Sangma was referring about the parliamentary democracy, I recall the words, the devil quotes the scriptures of the Bible. Sir, I am looking at my friends, non-Congress political parties here. Sir, there is not a single non-Congress political party, either in this house or in the country, which has not been a victim of the destabilization game of the Congress. Sir, in the 1996 elections, on the floor of this house, when Deve Gowda took the reins of the government after the fall of the 13 days government of Mr. Vajpayee, the then president of the Congress party, Mr. Narasimha Rao, gave an assurance that their party would give unconditional support for its fullest term of 5 years. Sir, after some time, some strange theory of relativity was discovered by the destabilizers of the Congress party, and the time compression took place. The tenure of 5 years suddenly shrank to 10 months. Mr. Gowda was thrown out. Then my esteemed friend Mr. Indra Kumar Gujral took over the reins of the government. Only 4 months. 6 months, okay. Sir, Congress party, when they speak about parliamentary democracy and the norms of democracy, this country has not forgotten, and the people of the country will not forgive for what has happened all these years. Sir, the Congress party will not allow any other party, non-Congress party, to rule any state in this country and also the center. That is why what happened in the year 1959 to Namboodiripad government in Kerala. After 104 times the state governments were toppled, it is the Congress party which dismissed 95 times. Sir, in democracy, a ruling party, when becomes an opposition by the verdict of the people, if they have got any respect for democracy, they should wait for the next term. But sir, as Mr. Yashwant Sinha, our Honorable Finance Minister, stated, they cannot survive without power. Yes, they cannot survive. You can. Yes, I can. I suffered. Mr. Please. You listen. You listen. Yes. It is your party which killed the democracy in this country. When there was a threat to your government from the verdict of a High Court of Allahabad, it is your party killed the democracy, murdered democracy, and to uphold democracy, along with some of our friends, we suffered the dark dungeon cells of the prison. You know that? You have
No, he is not yielding,
right to
please.
speak about democracy.
You got elected to Jayalalitha support.
Jose, please.
Why are you doing it? Why are you?
Jayalalitha support.
Please.
And the something here on the
Why are you deviating from
democracy.
that? I don't want to enter into that muddle now. Oh. You see, you could answer me. Could you answer me whether you destroyed democracy in this country in the year 1975 or not? The year 1975. You murdered democracy.
So agree with us. We did
Yes,
not do anything.
you are thrown out. Again, you are thrown out by the people of India in the year 1977.
You are
The elections were there. The Congress party was thrown out. Lock, stock and barrel. They were rejected by the people of India in the year 1977. Sir, what happened? Again, they played the same trick. They played the same trick when Morarji Desai government was there. They instigated, they gave false hopes, they totally misled Mr. Chaudhary Charan Singh, and then they pulled down the government. Then what happened? Charan Singh had to face the same music on the first day of the parliament commenced. Sir, again in the year 1990, when Mr. V.P. Singh government was there,
This situation came now, Mr. Vaiko. Let's talk about today. We are not responsible for today's situation.
Talk about economic condition in the country.
Please. No.
Tell me the achievement of the government which you are
Order,
supported.
please continue.
Because they are afraid of my arguments. There's the problem. They can't face the arguments. They are terrified. Sir, when the SVP Singh government was there, again what they did? They misled. Again they instigated. Mr. Chandrasekhar, Mr. Sinha explained the terrible experience they had to undergo. At the sight of two policemen from Haryana state, they raised a hue and cry, and that government was stopped. They had to go. Sir, likewise, sir, Congress and Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav ji and Mr. Mulayam Singh ji, you are, yes, I have got respect for you.
So Democrat की
Sir, you have got respect for you.
बना दिया
And don't play into the hands of Congress. And don't play into the hands of Congress. And it is, don't play into the hands of Congress like the tentacles of octopus. You will be finished. That has happened previously. Sir, now why Congress party started this destabilizing game now? What is the reason? Sir, this government headed by Mr. Vajpayee brought glory and credit to the country before the eyes of the world. When Pokhran tests were conducted, it was demonstrated to the world that India is a nuclear weapon state. After our proving our might, demolishing the myth that the so-called powers of the world that they are the nuclear weapon states, that myth was demolished. Sir, on the one hand, proving our might and establishing this country as a nuclear weapon state in the world, he extended an olive branch to Pakistan for peaceful coexistence. Sir, the world has witnessed many defining moments, many defining occasions of history. Sir, when at Camp David, when Mr. Anwar Sadat and Manachan Begin shook hands and entered into an agreement, the world was jubilant. Again, sir, when the Berlin Wall was demolished, the world was jubilant. And the talks started at Oslo between the Palestinian side and the side of the Israelis. Again, then, when they entered into agreement in the lawns of the White House, the whole world congratulated it. Likewise, when Madam Indira Gandhi entered into agreement with Mr. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto or Simla, the world cherished it and congratulated it. Likewise, sir, when the bus crossed the boundary and entered into the territory of Pakistan, the whole world congratulated Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Here is a message for peace. Here is a message for peaceful coexistence. And what happened? These people are raising a hue and cry that this government is against the Muslims, against the minorities. And that when that argument was demolished, they were terrified. And the government is consolidating every field. Therefore, they wanted to pull down the government. So now my friends are playing into their hands. Therefore, sir, the mandate was given for Vajpayee. And now, after 12 months, 13 months, we could say, sir, we inherited a legacy from the previous government, particularly from the Congress. What all the ills of the economic field, that is the legacy inherited by this government. Mr. Finance Minister elaborated in detail how we have overcome the crisis, which has reflected due to the global economic crisis and the East Asian economic crisis. Therefore, sir, in every field, when the government is succeeding and consolidating, that is why they decided to pull down the government. But sir, their attempt will end in fiasco. They will not succeed. And when the voting takes place, what happened in Bihar, the same thing is going to be witnessed by the House and the world. Sir, all these years, the 5 decades, when Congress party was in rule, scandal after scandal, scam after scam, that was the experiment with the Congress government. Sir, when right from Mundra corruption and yes, security scam, urea scam, and sugar scam, and Bofors. I am coming to Bofors. And what happened? Sir, I have got respect for my comrades, my Marxist friends. What they have stated about Bofors, this is in the year 1987 on the floor of this house, and that's 87, when the debate on Bofors took place, and the same month, April, on 28th. This is the speech of Honorable Mr. Somnath Chatterjee on the floor of this house. Charge after charge of corruption and charge after charge of bribery is there. This government, without trying to place the cards before the house, we are disclosing facts without involving the parliament, but they are trying to put everything under the carpet. This was the speech of Mr. Somnath. When Mr. Indrajit Gupta, the leader of the Communist Party, when he wanted to clarify a point, what was the total amount involved in the contract? Again, Mr. Somnath Chatterjee interrupted and said, what was the total percentage of bribery? Sir, again, in the year 1988, next year, when the debate on Bofors took place on 15th November, again Mr. Somnath Chatterjee, when he was referring about an insinuation, a criticism by the Congress friends against Mr. V.P. Singh, as if he was sharing beds with the opposition. It is the words of Mr. Somnath Chatterjee. He refers to Congress member. He has referred to Mr. V.P. Singh sharing beds with the opposition. I hope he does not share beds with the Congress people. I repeat it. I hope he does not share beds with the Congress people, then he will have AIDS. AIDS. That was the statement by Mr. Somnath Chatterjee. Sir, even in the year 1979, when Mr. Jyotirmoy Basu tried his level best to contact Mr. Jyoti Basu when he was on his vacation in Poland, in Warsaw, we felt very sad when the Marxist Communist Party, when they did not support the government and they abstained themselves. Sir, now the Congress is trying its hand to destabilize democracy, to destroy the norms of democracy with the help of hammer and sickle. So this is what is happening here. So all the scams, one after another, corruption. Sir, today the money which has been looted in the name of a contract of Bofors, that has been deposited in 5 accounts in the Bank of Switzerland.
Please. No, please take your
The
seat.
Bank of, yes.
No, please take your seat. He is not yielding. Please take your seat.
My
please
participation
take your
is
seat.
known to the whole world.
Sir, please take your seat.
That is transparent. My participation is known to
Nothing
the
is
whole
going
world.
on.
That is not hidden.
Nothing
That
will
is not
go on
hidden.
record
That is
except the
transparent.
Vaiko speech.
You can't divert.
Please take your seat.
Sir, they have looted the country in the name of Bofors contract. They have looted the country in the security scam. They have looted the country in sugar scam. They have looted the country in urea scam. Sir, today the government is freed from the clutches of blackmailers. Today the government headed by Mr. Vajpayee is liberated from the clutches of blackmailers and who would use pressure tactics. There was a ridiculous statement about defense that this government, particularly the defense minister and the external affairs minister, have prevented the launching of Agni. Second, when that statement was in the print, that ridiculous statement was in the print, already Agni 2 was launched. It has crossed the east coast. Yes, sir, it is a sad analogy because you know better than everybody else. You know better than who is capable of making such ridiculous, idiotic statements they have made. Sir, Mr. Chairman, sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Sharad Pawar, the leader of the opposition, spoke at length. Mr. Sangma spoke. Sir, they were not even a single charge of corruption against the Prime Minister of this country, against this government. This is on Mohan Gurusamy, your whole case was demolished on that day. You had no face on that day. And Mohan Gurusamy also, there was no case at all. All your arguments were totally destroyed. Sir, and our Prime Minister did put a question, very interesting question. What will be the scenario, for argument's sake, post Vajpayee government? Sir, is there any unanimity among them? And Revolutionary Socialist Party and Forward Bloc, they have categorically stated on any account they will not support any formation headed by Congress. And there are more than 18 people aspiring to become the Prime Minister of this country. More than 18, I am told. More than 18 aspiring people. Sir, for argument's sake, if this government falls, there is no option than for elections. Sir, what is the opinion of the people? The mandate of the people should be respected and honored. The will of the people should be respected and honored. Sir, the people who have not voted for BJP and alliance, the people who did not cast their franchise in favor of BJP at the time of election, that is in the year 1998, even those people want this government to continue. That is the verdict of the opinion poll. In the morning, our Home Minister read about the opinion poll of India Times. So, sir, there was a question. Will Sonia be a better Prime Minister than Vajpayee? Yes, 19%. No, 77%. We cannot say 4%. Sir, this is a magazine always critical of BJP government. This is a magazine, this is not a supporting magazine. No. In this magazine, there is a report about the opinion poll. This is April 19th edition. April 19th, 1990. Should Vajpayee continue or resign? That was the question. The report, 63.9% to continue. Please listen. 63.9. 63.9. Vajpayee government should continue. That was the opinion poll taken in 6 metropolitan cities, including Chennai. Sir, Chennai has not voted for BJP alliance. All the 3 constituencies, we were defeated at that time. Even then, sir, including Chennai, in all these 6 metropolitan cities, the opinion poll says the Vajpayee government should continue, that is 63.9%. And how many people say he should resign? 26.2%. Sir, that is the will of the people. Sir, we are committed to democracy.
No.
We are committed to democracy. Sir, we are committed to democracy. We have never compromised even an inch on the question of corruption. Sir, corruption is the cancer in public life. Corruption is the biggest evil in public life. And all these years, sir, corruption is the cancer in this country, in public life. And this government and Congress party, when they were holding the reins of the government, scandal after scandal, they were involved. But the whole year 1998 is scandal-free year for India, scam-free year for India. Sir, and therefore, sir, those who have looted the coffers of the people, those who have looted through corrupt practices, it is their design and modus operandi to utilize the executive authority for their own personal agenda. What is the hidden agenda? There is no hidden agenda here. National agenda for governance. And the government is committed for that national agenda for governance. Sir, there was a mention about the Sedu Samutram Canal project. Sir, I would like to ask a question to my friends that side also. All these years, whether did you come forward to implement the project? You were in power for 45 years. So many prime ministers were there. It is only Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee when he visited Madras on 15th September, Anna's birthday, to participate in the rally conducted by MDMK. At that time, before the Mammoth gathering, he gave the promise, he assured the people that the long pending project of Sedu Samutram Canal project will be implemented by the government. Sir, these people have no right to criticize about those things. Sir, they said about the communalism, and the country has not forgotten about what role they have played. It is the Congress party which played the communal card in the election when it took place in Jammu and Kashmir for the first time. They played Hindu card. Sir, we are committed to secularism. When we extended support, when we became a party to the BJP coalition, BJP alliance, we categorically stated that the secularism should be honored and respected. And the places of worship, whether it is be a church, or a mosque, or a temple, or a gurudwara. I come to the point. Sir, we are second to none. Whenever an attack on the minorities takes place, it is deplorable and condemnable. That was the words used by Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. You kindly go through the speech of Mr. Vajpayee when he moved the no confidence motion in the year 1992. He expressed his sadness. He expressed his unhappiness. But sir, what happened? What happened? What the government was doing, what Congress government was doing, that Al-Aqsa Mosque is protected even today in Israel. You please, Mr. Acharya, you please listen. You please listen. Sir, in Jerusalem, even today, the Al-Aqsa Mosque is protected, all right. What the government was doing with 128 division companies, what the army was doing, what the Congress party was doing, it is who allowed, it is your party, not you. It is the Congress party. It is the Congress party. It is the Congress party which allowed the Syrianas to take place. It is the Congress party, it is Mr. Rajiv Gandhi who allowed Syrianas to take place. And it is you, it is your government, it is the Congress party when you were in power, you allowed the temple to be erected. So you have no moral right to speak about all those things. You have no moral right to speak about all those things. Sir, we are committed.
No, please.
Sir, democracy.
Sir, let him continue, please.
Sir, democracy should be protected. Sir, we are committed to democracy. Sir, today, BJP and its allies. Sir, there is unanimity. There is cohesion. There is mutual understanding. There is a cordial understanding between BJP and allied parties today. Sir, there is one will, with one heart, with one determination for the stability and prosperity of the country. The government headed by Mr. Vajpayee and the allied parties, we are committed for that one goal. Could you say like that? What is every party has a different agenda. So whatever happens, sir, with all sincerity, again I say, all these 13 months, till this minute they are not able to pinpoint a single accusation of corruption against this government. So this government is for transparency and honesty. And this government, sir, when there was demand, sir, Mr. Speaker, sir. Sir, when there was demand, sir, why some people have withdrawn their support? Why some people have withdrawn their support? Sir, why some people have withdrawn their support? Mr.
Subramanian Swamy, please take your seat.
Mr. Speaker, sir, why some people have withdrawn their support? Because the government could not compromise on the question of corruption. That is the reason. That is the reason.
Vaiko, please
The government could not
Please conclude.
compromise. Could not compromise.
No,
The
please.
question of corruption.
Please conclude, Mr. Vaiko, please.
Sir, when there was a
Please.
Sir, thousands of crores, not 1 crore or 2 crore, thousands of crores, thousands of crores.
Mr. Janardhan, please. Please take your seat. No, Mr. Janardhan, please. Mr. Muttaya. Mr. Please take your seat. No. This will not go on record, please. Please take your seat. No, please take your seat.
Sir,
Please take your seat.
sir, I did not name the party. I did not name the
Mr.
party.
Muttaya, please take your seat.
I did not say, sir, I did not name the party. I did not mention the name of any political party. Sir, I did not mention the name of any political party.
No, honorable member, please take your seat. Please take your seat. No, please take your seat.
Any political party. Sir,
Honorable member, please take your seat.
political party. But whoever is guilty, they are jumping in their seats. Whoever is guilty,
Mr. Balu, please.
they are jumping in their seats.
Please. Please take, Mr. Balu, please take your seat. No, please take your seat. No, please take your seat. Mr. Vaiko, please conclude.
Sir,
You have taken more than half an hour, please conclude. Please conclude. You have taken more than 30 minutes. Please conclude.
there is a painting. There is a painting in the inside walls of the parliament.
Okay.
There are many paintings.
Please conclude.
There are many paintings.
No, please conclude.
Yes, sir, I will conclude. They are interrupting me, sir. Sir, I did not mention the name of any political party. But because if some people are guilty,
Honorable member, please take your seat. No, please take your seat. What is
they
this?
become panicky. If some people are guilty, they become panicky. So the government is free from the biggest blackmailer.
Mr. Vaiko, please.
The government is free, at least now it is free from the biggest blackmailers.
Please,
It is free from the biggest blackmailers.
please conclude, Mr.
Sir,
Vaiko.
I did not mention the name of any political party. I did not mention the name of Anna DMK. I did not mention the name of the General Secretary of Anna DMK. Why are they so nervous? Why are they so nervous?
Mr.
Why
Muttaya,
they
please.
become so panicky?
Mr.
Why
Muttaya,
did they
please.
become so panicky? If they are honest, if they don't have, if do not have any skeletons in their cupboard, if you do not have any skeletons in their cupboard, if they do not have any skeletons in their cupboard, I said,
Mr. Vaiko,
Mr.
please.
Speaker, sir,
Please conclude.
Mr. Speaker, sir,
No, you have taken more than 40 minutes,
sir,
please.
they have taken 15 minutes from my time.
Please conclude. Come on, conclude, please.
Sir, what has happened? Sir, the people who have looted the state of Tamil Nadu, who have minted crores and crores of rupees using the executive authority when they were ruling the state. It is there. Yes.
What is this, Muttaya? Please take your seat. Please take your seat. No, please take your seat.
I did not. I
No,
never
please take your-
justify the corruption of NDMK in any political platform.
Nothing will go
I
on
never
record except
justified.
Mr. Vaiko's
I
speech.
never justified. Sir, because of these things, sir, why do they become so panicky and nervous when they attack corruption? It becomes synonymous with that. It becomes so synonymous with that.
Mr. Vaiko, please.
Therefore, sir, what is going to happen? Sir, what is going to happen? Some people are building castles in the air. They are building castles in the air. But those castles will be demolished when the voting is going to take place. Therefore, sir,
Now you please come.
I support the motion moved by Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, which is going to see success and victory on the floor of this Congress.